2 hours ago, this was posted on Orange's Truth Social. Well, it must be the truth. Especially since he signed it. President... he signed it, President DJT. So you can't accuse anybody else of writing it. He had to... No one else could write that.
Hey folks, Tucker Favreau here, one of the Democrats running in these Senate primaries here in Maine, hoping to eventually take on Susan Collins. Today I'm out and about with another walk with the dog, and it's Labor Day weekend. It's actually been really nice so far, but unfortunately, Labor Day weekend this year is marred by the decisions of the Trump administration where they continue to cut back on bargaining rights for federal employees. Now, we've already talked about the fact that when they did this at the VA, they left nearly 400,000 federal employees with a loss of bargaining rights. They then went on to do that at the EPA. And this week, just this past Thursday, Trump signed another executive order trying to get rid of all of the remaining collective bargaining agreements for basically every federal worker. To do this right before Labor Day weekend is pretty atrocious. I think we can all clearly state at this point that this administration is not pro-worker. They are scared of workers who have collective bargaining rights. And of course, this makes sense to most of us because when workers organize together, they're pretty damn powerful. And that's something this administration really doesn't like because they're out to enrich themselves and their oligarch friends and buddies all across the country. So anytime they have a chance to hit back at workers and lessen workers' rights, they're going to do that, just like they've done with basically dismantling the NLRB. We need to fight back against this. Labor Day weekend is a great reminder of that. And I hope that come Monday, some of you get out there and go to these protests where people will really be uniting their voices to let this administration know that the workers are back and that they're not going to sit down and be quiet when all of these activities to weaken their power continue day after day.
It's not looking too good for Donald, and the attempt by the White House to show us signs of proof of life continued to backfire. At this point, they're going to show us photos of Donald Trump from the 1980s and say, see everybody, here's the official photo from the White House of Donald Trump heading to play golf this morning, where they're going to show us photos of Bigfoot and say, you see him right there? There he is in the woods. He's perfectly fine. I mean, that's not too different from what we're seeing this morning on Labor Day. I mean, there's no press appearances scheduled for Donald Trump on Labor Day, which is very odd. He hasn't been in front of the press since last Wednesday, which is very odd. They've been posting all of these images of him from last week or weeks ago, and they've been trying to pretend that this is him today or yesterday. He's been doing the same. He's like, look, I played golf with John Gruden on Sunday. I was perfectly healthy. Good night, everybody. I feel great. We're like, you played golf with him on August 23rd. We have the receipts. That was not yesterday. And you're just causing more suspicion to arise. This is what they're saying is his photo today on Labor Day. Look at him right there. Even if that is the photo, I mean, he's deeply unwell. Here's the Bigfoot shot of him, not actually Bigfoot, but they're claiming this is him right there on the golf cart right there. I don't know if that's a nurse behind him or what's going on there, or this is a photo that a right-wing radio host posted. And if you look in the mirror right there, I'm not sure if that's a caretaker or Secret Service or what's going on there. Donald Trump did post good night last night at 10 p.m., to which California Governor Gavin Newsom responded, night, night, grandpa. And California Governor Gavin Newsom continues to troll Donald Trump mercilessly, which we love here at the Midas Touch Network. Donald Trump has been posting on his official account, or I should say, people have been posting for him on his official social media accounts, his Instagram account. They posted this image. $8 trillion in tariff revenue and hundreds of thousands of new jobs created. Happy Labor Day. All false. $8 trillion in tariff revenue has not been achieved. Even if it were to be achieved, that means it was an $8 trillion tax on ourselves, because tariffs are taxes on the importers in the United States that are passed on to consumers. It's not a controversial topic. As Jessica Rydell writes, today alone, the White House has claimed $8 trillion in new tariff revenue, $4 trillion in net deficit reduction, $5 trillion in new business investment, hundreds of thousands of jobs from these investments, record low gas prices, Each claim is 100% made up. Let me show you Maryland's Mayor Wes Moore getting in some trolling of Donald Trump. I'm not even sure if it's in